All right, everybody, Fight Talk Central, episode 3. Last week we didn't have an episode, obviously, because of Hurricane Ian. We both live in Florida, so...
Ian! Thank you for the days off of school.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch.
Appreciate
But prayers to all the people affected, for real.
Yeah,
It was obviously very devastating for a lot of people. Let's not celebrate the hurricane. We did get days off, though. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, sorry, Orlando, Fort Myers.
Naples, all that area. Very sorry about everything that happened over there. It is really devastating for a lot of people. But we're going to carry on with our episode. So, episode 3 of this podcast.
Is this like a hurricane special?
No, it's not because
It
there's
should
no
have
hurricane.
been, yeah.
We should have recorded it before.
Yeah.
But no, this isn't a hurricane special.
Ooh.
We're good now. So, yeah. All right, so episode 3, we're going to start it off. This is the beef that we have. Izzy versus Peru. I still think Peru's going to win. He thinks Izzy's going to win.
Izzy's even up in the odds.
Okay, you know how many people have been up in odds and lost? Come on, bro. Come on.
Izzy's going to win. He's
This
not
is
going to
the
get
fight
hit
game.
with a hook.
This is the fight game. Izzy's not going to win with no hook. In fact, Pereira's going to win with a left hook. The same way he lost before.
Oh, sorry. I meant the other way around. Pereira's not going to be able to touch him.
He's going to touch him, watch.
Izzy whooped him every single time and got caught with the same punch.
Well, that's how the fight game goes, isn't it? One punch changes
just,
But did he win? Did he win? Did he win the first 2 times? No, exactly. All right. So right now, obviously, they're both 200 plus pounds right now.
Yeah,
They
he's
don't
coming from
fight.
225.
Both of them are above 200 right now.
Yeah, that's scary. Facing guys from like 185.
It's like, what? They're both weigh like heavyweights right now. Do you know what that is?
It's like 215.
They're both
above.
weighing up like heavyweights. No, Pereira was like 220 something with 8% body fat. I don't even know how he cuts that.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Izzy. They're both up there. And what do they fight at? They fight at 185.
Yeah.
That's a long way to go. What I'm saying is, exactly, like Pereira, right now, he was walking around at 200 something. Like, he should be fighting a heavyweight.
232.
He walks around at 232. That's insane.
And Adesanya walks around at 225.
Yeah.
They're probably like, they come in at 285. Or, I mean, they come in at...
Yeah, 285 pounds. That's wild, bro.
No, all right. They come in at 185. And then they, like, the next day, the day they fight, they come in at least 210.
No, yeah, they're definitely going way
That's
up
That's
there.
how it is for most fighters. You know, a lot of fighters cut weight.
But that's an insane weight cut.
That is an insane
Especially
weight cut.
for the fact that they don't have any body fat.
Yeah,
like, Pereira
it's
right
all
now has like
muscle.
8%. So
all
like, they're going to have to lose a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's actually insane
They
to
got
think
that
about.
secret juice, that Paulo Costa
Yeah, the
juice.
Paulo Costa secret juice, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
No, you want to know who doesn't cut weight? Colby Covington. He walks around like 185.
Does he really? Yeah, he just fights there. But doesn't he fight at...
He fights at 170.
170.
He's only 15 pounds.
Yeah.
For most UFC fighters, that's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. No, Kobe, he's a real dog, bro. He got that dog in him for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we want to talk about. The fact that they're both cutting up that much weight.
I wonder how much heavyweights cut. You think they walk around like 300?
No, I think it's a little different because look how different they're all built. Some of them just can't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think... And for example, like Tuivasa, what he cuts from like heavyweight to heavyweight, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
that's
probably-
like weird. Cutting
they
from
probably
heavyweight,
just-
that's like ultra heavyweight to heavyweight.
Yeah,
Imagine
like,
they have
either
ultra
way.
heavyweight. Holy crap.
No, that would be wild. Who's gonna fight? Like 350-pound dude? That's called sumo wrestling, my boy.
Yeah, they should have a weight class that's sumo wrestling. Or
Nah.
sumo heavyweight, whatever.
No, but Izzy and Pereira both. It's gonna be a fight. I hope Izzy finally gets the fight brought to him. As much as I love Izzy, I really do. Like, I'm not even hating, but like recently he's been so boring to watch, and it's the facts.
Yeah.
And he's taking the fights as sparring, but that's why he's the champ. He's not gonna lose it. But I saw the other day the fall of the African Kings, bro. Usman went down, Izzy's gonna go down, and like John Jones comes back when Ngannou's in real trouble. Think about it, the fall of the African Kings.
Speaking of weight cuts, John Jones has gained weight. He
Yeah, he's
walks
going up.
around to.
Yeah, he was going from what, light heavyweight to heavyweight now?
Yeah, I heard rumors of him walking around at 260, 245.
No, that's insane. No, John Jones is that guy.
Jones.
He definitely is that guy. But Izzy and Pereira, it's going to be a really good fight. Obviously, Izzy's up. He has the octagon experience. And as much as you want to say, like, oh, Izzy's going to beat him, he's not, because Pereira's going to win. So that's at least my prediction. You obviously think differently. This will prove.
Yeah, he walks around at 255.
Yeah, he's gained a lot.
Humongous.
Yeah, but he's a big guy. Big guy. Hopefully no roids this time.
I wouldn't be shocked.
No, yeah, me neither.
I wouldn't be
no,
shocked.
for sure.
He's a great fighter. Look,
Yeah.
you could count him as a really, really good fighter. Possibly one of the greatest of all time.
Possibly.
But
I don't
he's
think he
been
is the
caught
greatest,
so
but
many
he's one of the.
times.
He is one of the greats.
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of drug tests and all that, Connor has been tested in over a year, and obviously you're a huge Connor fan. What do you think? Is he taking steroids? Is he doing something? Because he looks real big right now.
Look,
What are your thoughts?
honestly, I don't want to sound stupid, but I feel like I'm just gonna go off like a hunch. I don't think he is.
Really?
I think that's all natural, and maybe him saying he was retiring from the UFC got him off the USADA list.
Yeah.
But with me saying that kind of makes it look like that he is taking steroids.
Like the way I see
I wouldn't like doubt it if he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it if he is, but I think at the same time, like, it's not like the physique he has now is totally unachievable in any way.
Right.
Like, his physique is perfectly attainable by anybody. Connor has always been known for cutting a lot of weight, and I think that's probably his most comfortable weight right now.
Yeah, he's not going 145, 155.
I don't think so. I think he wants to fight at 170 now.
Yeah, 170.
And I think that's a
But
good weight.
who are you gonna have at 170 to face Connor?
I want him to
What are you
fight
gonna give him, Leon Edwards?
I want him to fight
Actually, it's not
Masvidal.
even a bad fight.
I want him to fight Masvidal.
Masvidal won't face him.
I want him to fight Masvidal. The trash talking would just build it up so much. It'd be one of the biggest paydays for both of them.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong.
Everyone's gonna want Connor because of the payday.
Exactly, and the way I see it, Masvidal's coming off losses. It should be an easy win for Connor, and it gets him back in the standings, and it gets him back to going. I think it's the perfect fight for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
At least from my point of view. But I love Masvidal, man, game bred. But yeah, recently he's been out of it. Obviously, the loss to Covington must have hurt him
That kind of affected him.
for sure. So I think a fight with
Lost a
two
little bit of
people
respect
coming
there.
off a lot of losses, like it won't hurt either of them to fight each other. And I don't think Masvidal's one to be scared of anybody. So we'll just
I
see
think
how
he
that
wants
goes.
Connor. It's because I don't think anyone who fights Connor, I don't think they don't care if they win or lose. They're still getting paid.
Yeah, literally, like that's the way I see it. They're both gonna make a bunch of money, and then the one that loses just retires and calls it a day.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that. But Connor, back to what we were talking about. Obviously, he hasn't been tested in a very long time, but he hasn't been fighting for a while now. It's been over a year since that injury. I think it's. I think he may be, but I don't think it's totally unachievable what he's reached. People are really like stretching for it, but like at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer. If one person uses steroids, why don't we just let the other one use steroids, and then we have an ultra fight?
I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of fighters, not a lot, maybe some, I don't know, but I think some fighters do use steroids, but they just don't get caught.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, but I think at the same, I remember I saw this one time and I thought it was so cool. You let people, you have like an Olympics, but you can use any drug you want. Like, let's see how high a man can really jump. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you let boxers both use steroids. Let's see who's really got it like that. But at the same time, obviously it's wrong. We're not like saying go do it. Like, but it'd be kind of fun to see. Like, if one person uses steroids and they say it before, hey, I'm on steroids, the other person would be like, okay, I'll use them too. And they're both going at it. All right, speaking of Connor, obviously a new clip of him wrestling came out, and this guy over here.
I could take Connor. I could take Connor in a wrestling match.
In straight wrestling.
Come on, can you do the little clip thing where you put him wrestling?
Yeah, I'll put like a little side by side so people can compare.
Yeah.
A little quick clip.
He's not. Look, the wrestling that I saw was nothing impressive. As with the stuff that I've seen, and I've gone with wrestlers who are top dogs. His wrestling's just not better than theirs, and I faced wrestlers that are better
So
than him.
what you're trying to say is,
And
right, without putting words in
Connor's defense doesn't even look good. It doesn't.
Oh, so what we're trying to say is that you in a wrestling match with one of the greatest MMA fighters
Give
of
me
all
one
time,
takedown. Give me one takedown. One takedown.
you get one takedown on him.
One takedown. Mark my words, I will take him down.
This might be your blow-up clip. Like, people might be saying you're blasphemous and you're losing some brain cells
I
there.
don't care. Give me
Hey,
at
man,
least
look, at the
3
end of the
minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. I will take him down.
At the end of the day, do I think he's a little bit crazy? Yeah. It is
so
Conor
crazy.
McGregor. But, you're not going to sit there and be like, oh, I can't do it. Man's confident. I think we should make it happen. At Conor McGregor right now. Maybe he might call us a few names. But, honestly, I don't care. You think you got it?
I think I could take it.
A straight wrestling match.
A straight wrestling match, yes. Now, if you gave me a boxing match or MMA match with him, I'd die.
No, you wouldn't die. You'll beat him. Tell him you beat him.
I'll beat your ass, boy.
There we go. That's being clipped right now. At Conor McGregor. Let us know. We'll fly out. Actually, you fly us out. You have the money.
Yeah, for real. I don't got that money for that.
Exactly. We don't got that much money, so just hit us up, man.
Yeah, please.
All right. So, on this day, right now, what day is it currently? Right now, it's October 6th, 2022. On this day in 2018, we witnessed Conor McGregor get his ass sent into the shadow.
By a wrestler, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
A grappler.
Out of all things that could have happened that day, Conor McGregor got knocked out. He got TKO'd.
No, he didn't.
It was a TKO.
No, he got submitted.
Well, I mean, he got knocked down first, and then he got submitted.
He
Yeah,
got
you know my fault. He got
submitted in
submitted.
the
But you know what it is that a wrestler knocked him down with a punch. That was kind of fun. You gotta admit.
Yeah, you wouldn't think McGregor would get dropped like that
especially
by a grappler.
Wasn't that?
But the thing with grapplers is
you expect that
they can.
You expect the takedown.
They
and
can.
All of a sudden,
yeah, they're good at mixing up their takedowns with their punches.
Exactly.
That's the one thing that I'm trying to learn right now, and it's a lot harder than you think it is. Yeah.
But
so look, Khabib landed more strikes than Conor did, and landed more takedowns.
I'll sit here and tell you this: that out of all the people going into round 3, if there's like this, like
no one's gone 4 rounds with Khabib. I think Conor did the best with Khabib.
No, yeah, and then you notice that when round 3 started, like everybody looks gassed, and like there's a bunch of clips of people against Khabib, and Conor was there, like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, no,
Conor's that dog. He really is. He's got it like that. You know, my boy Anthony would take you down, but
Khabib was a little more gassed than Conor at a certain point.
I wouldn't say that. He was losing the whole fight.
There was one round because Khabib used all his energy to just try and knock him out. Conor came back. I think it was.
I kind of wanted to see them rematch at one point.
I believe it was either the second or the third round. It probably wasn't even the same. It was probably the third round if I were to go off a hunch. Conor was outstriking Khabib and defending takedowns. I remember because Khabib was taking deep breaths in that round, and then he got his. Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
He got his shit together. Khabib got his shit together and beat Conor, and then went on a whole crazy thing and tried to beat the rest of Conor's team.
Yeah, but no, that was insane after. And then when he told Dana White, like, Dana was like, oh, if I put this belt on you, they're going to start throwing shit into the octagon.
Yeah.
And Khabib was like, I'm ready for this, brother.
Literally.
But yeah, no, Khabib is definitely one of the greatest of all time, but I just don't think he was there for too long. Like 29 fights in the UFC, I don't think it establishes GOAT status at all. Mm-hmm. But I do think he's one of the greatest for sure.
Belt like
once.
No.
Like once or twice.
3 times.
Was it 3 times?
3 times.
I did it only a few times. But he definitely needed to be there for a little bit longer. And obviously, I respect the reason he retired. He said he wouldn't fight without his father. His father died.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the end of the day, we see his protege, Islam Makhachev, was going against Oliveira.
Yeah. And I'm still excited for that. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. We both have Oliveira on
that card is so good.
What do you have, Makhachev?
I had Oliveira.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But let's talk about how, do you think there in any way, shape, or form, Khabib makes a comeback if Oliveira beats Makhachev?
No.
I don't think he touches an octagon again.
Nope.
I know, he's genuinely done. As much as we hate to say it, because I would love to see Khabib more in the octagon.
Yeah.
He's definitely done. Obviously,
I wish
like I just said,
Khabib more.
Yeah, me too. I never got to see a lot of Khabib,
mm-hmm.
but definitely, the reasons for his retirement are perfectly justifiable. Like, he doesn't want to fight without his father. His father was there for him. Like when he said against Dustin Poirier, that Dustin Poirier almost submitted him, but then he got out. He said, like, Dustin's crazy. Like, I was never gonna get submitted in front of my father.
Yeah, this was for my father.
Yeah. Why'd you make him sound like that?
It's not like almost how he talks.
Sound like he was from Wakanda.
No, brother.
Oh my goodness.
No, I didn't. That's
and you're just canceled, bro.
No,
Come on.
No, I made him sound like.
So yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You just stick to taking down Conor.
I'm gonna take you down, Conor.
Oh, there we go.
You're gonna get taken down.
No, but definitely, I don't think Khabib ever comes back. Man, it's really sad to see it, but I don't think Khabib.
He has his own. Yeah, I don't think there's no reason for him to. He has his own MMA business.
Does he really? Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
Eagle FC.
Eagle FC. I think it'd be. I always wanted to see the him and Ferguson fight. Obviously, not
Everyone
anymore.
did. Not anymore. No.
No, Ferguson. I think is done. We already talked about that like on the first podcast. Yeah, Ferguson's done, man. I love Okukui, but you're done, bro.
Yeah. Rest in peace. I was looking at some clips of him today.
Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad.
He like I saw him piecing up Dos Anjos today. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was really like that. He was really like that.
Yeah.
And you know what's really weird? We didn't talk about this last time against like Nate Diaz. You know how his shin started bleeding super fast?
Yeah.
Remember I sent you a TikTok of him kicking like a steel pole?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Maybe.
There's a video of him. I'll probably put it here too. But he's basically kicking a pole, like a steel pole, to build resistance for his shins. And he started bleeding from his shin.
Tony Ferguson?
Yeah. Started bleeding from his shin like 2 minutes into
Oh
the
yeah,
fight.
no, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said Nate Diaz.
No. Did I? Well, Tony Ferguson was kicking a pole, and he started bleeding from his shin.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yep.
That didn't do much, huh? But yeah, I don't think we'll ever see Khabib back. I think the fights we wanted to see him in are no longer fights that we want to see.
Yep.
And yeah, I think it's definitely done. But yeah. Speaking of up and coming people, also because we were talking about Makhachev, Oliveira, Khamzat, obviously.
Khamzat
Khamzat.
tomorrow.
Well, who do you think is next for him? What do you think is? Because obviously we have Khamzat versus Costa.
Yeah, but
I think that'd be a great fight. I want to see Khamzat versus Costa.
I feel like that's the fight to make.
It's him or Covington.
I know he wants like a Colby Covington fight or Usman, or he wants the championship.
But he wants to fight at 185.
Just like make the weight, but like pick and choose, man. You're really good at what you do.
Yeah.
Just you can make money off of one fight. You could win the belt. You know. Just if you really want, you could make your money now. Keep beating good people, and then they'll just probably. If you beat Costa, I wouldn't doubt if he skipped everyone and get a title shot.
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
But Costa, I think his takedown defense is amazing. He has a steel chin. I think it's a great fight to see.
I would love to see
it. It's amazing to see, and obviously we have new up and coming star Bo Nickel.
Oh, Penn State wrestler.
Guy's so good.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He possibly is
called
the
out
best wrestler of all
Khamzat.
time.
And it's crazy as you want to make it seem they're acting like Bo Nickel's some rookie. Like he's been doing this for years.
He hasn't been fighting for years, but he's been wrestling. He's been put on the spot. He's takedown defense is unreal. Him shooting, like he's putting everything together and you see it. And his jiu-jitsu after the second Fighter Contender Series, amazing.
He's really good. He's immediately going in. He's fighting in the
Jamie Pickett,
yeah, which is a good fight for him to get started, obviously. But Bo Nickel, I think we're gonna see a lot more of him in the future.
I was watching a clip of Jamie Pickett, and he's a very aggressive fighter.
Yeah, he is, which is good because so is Bo Nickel, I think. From what we saw, I mean.
Yeah, but Bo Nickel, what's good with him, he knows how to control the situation.
Yeah, he does. I think
Jamie Pickett's just going to come at him, just throwing punches and stuff. He's just going to get taken down.
Yeah,
look, I don't see a lot of people beating Bo Nickel unless you could stop the wrestling.
Exactly. His wrestling is top tier.
He was number one in his division every time.
Yep.
So if you can't stop his wrestling, you are screwed.
You really are. He has top tier wrestling. I think him and Khamzat eventually are gonna have to fight eventually.
I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it. And this guy isn't. He said it. He said I'm not. Oh my god, I forgot what the word is. That the other day when he was calling out Khamzat, and he basically said that he's never gonna be. He's never gonna fight in the what is it called, bro? Why am I forgetting?
In the prelims.
In the prelims. Oh my god.
I think that was something stupid to say.
Yeah. No, he's never gonna fight in them. That's how you do it, baby.
I get what he's saying. He said, I'm not a prelim guy. If I have to fight on the prelims, I'll just retire. I'm done. I get that. But, like, again, one prelim fight isn't bad. Like, please, don't leave the UFC. I like watching you.
Yeah, facts. But I don't think he's ever going to touch a prelim fight.
Yeah, I get it. Bo Nickel is the hype, so I don't think there is a reason to be put on the prelims.
Exactly.
But, like,
I think
that's how you kind of just build. You go prelims and then pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think they're ever going to put him there. He's built a lot of hype for himself in the last few weeks, which is obviously really good to do. But obviously, more news in the UFC. We have 2 weeks worth of news to get through because we didn't have a podcast last week.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland retired. And then he's officially retired. And then he said, unless some magical thing happens, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and
stay
the
retired.
magical thing was
The magical thing happened.
Was
it was announced.
Wonderboy.
He's fighting the Wonderboy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are your predictions?
You sent me that, and then I sent you it.
Yeah,
I feel like we sent it at the same time.
At the same time. But so what do you think, Kevin Holland, Wonderboy? It's in Orlando.
We should go.
We probably should go.
We should go.
It'd be cool to go.
December 3rd.
What do you got?
Wonderboy.
I'll take Kevin Holland then.
Was it Kevin Holland?
Yeah. Gentleman's bet.
I'm winning.
Yo, there's been one fight.
I know, bro. I don't like. As soon as we make this, the UFC just decides. Oh yeah, we're just gonna wait.
Yeah, but don't worry. Oliveira's gonna win. So that's gonna be one more for me. And then Pereira's gonna be Izzy's ass. So that'll be 2 for me.
Wait, I said Makachev.
No, you said Oliveira. I'm saying
Oliveira.
we'll both get Oliveira.
Okay.
But like, I will guarantee you, Pereira's gonna take that dub. Pereira dub over Israel Adesanya. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. You know what? And if it doesn't happen, you can go back to this moment. You can make fun of me. Pereira's gonna win. That's my last take.
That's gonna be a funny video to make.
Well, I mean, I'd be the one making it, so maybe I won't make it that funny.
Damn it.
But yeah, so Kevin Holland. Back to Kevin Holland.
Yeah, no. Kevin Holland versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Great matchup. Honestly, a great matchup.
Great matchup. And he gave himself the hype. Kevin Holland gave himself the hype. He pulled the Conor McGregor, said I'm retired, and then he's not retired.
Yeah.
He really did it, man.
It was a big card to play.
Congratulations,
I think
Kevin
Dana,
Holland. Props. You did it. You're a star now.
I think Dana truly knew. Yeah, okay. He's
not going to retire. Of course he's not going to retire.
retire.
But yeah. You also want to talk about Yoel Romero, Johnny Eblen. What did you have to say about that? That's all you.
All right, so Johnny Eblen, I've known this guy since I've started wrestling. He's coached me. He's helped me out many times. Him versus Yoel Romero, I have him winning. You know, Yoel's just too old. Johnny he's on fire, man. And Yoel may be some sort of beast, but he's not going to be able to keep up with Johnny. Johnny trains with Bo Nickel. Johnny trains with beasts on a daily basis.
But explain how that happened. How did Johnny Eblen and Yoel Romero become a thing? How did that?
So they're both in the same division.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny, he's the champ of that division. This is Bellator we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yoel Romero's no longer in the UFC. So for a UFC guy to come down to Bellator, something must have happened. They're both in the same division. Yoel beat some stud who I've never heard of before. And just because just because Yoel Romero is just a big name, that's why they want to set this all up.
Yeah.
You know, Yoel hasn't really taken anyone in the division like Johnny had to. Johnny beat everyone one by one to get to where he's at.
So you got Johnny Eblen going.
I have Johnny Eblen beating him every single round, just like he did to what's that guy's name? Dude, I'm blanking out right now. Yeah. All
right, well, we understand what you're trying to say. But yeah, Johnny Eblen, Yoel Romero. I don't know a lot about Bellator, to be honest with you. But he talks a lot about Johnny Eblen. So, I'll take Johnny Eblen too. We won't count that for this, though, because that fight hasn't even been, confirmed yet.
Yeah,
right?
No.
Exactly. So we'll talk about it later.
Johnny beat Gegard Mousasi. And Gegard Mousasi was, being called the best by Khabib. And look where that got him, Yeah. Johnny beat him. Johnny proved that he was a number one pound-for-pound fighter in Bellator.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could take most guys in the UFC too.
Really?
Johnny has really good wrestling.
Do you think he'll ever make that transition, just for the name?
We'll see what happens.
He's established himself as a Bellator guy?
We'll see what happens. It would be very interesting to see him go to the UFC. But it's up to him. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, Johnny should go to the UFC. I think he could. Obviously. He could take everyone in the UFC.
Really? Well, what weight does he fight at?
185. So that's Pereira. But here's the thing. When people don't have grappling and Johnny does, the grappler will win. We've seen it happen on numerous occasions. Yeah. Johnny works with the best in the world.
Conor.
Exactly. Yeah. So, if you don't got wrestling,
you're not going to make it very far.
You're not going to make it very far.
Or at least very, very, very good takedown defense.
Yeah.
Very good. So, last thing to talk about the UFC. I just want to talk about one more thing. Your dream UFC matchup. All time, any fighter you can pick. You can pick 2 fighters to go at it. Or you pick. I already have mine. I know who I want fighting.
I'd take John Jones versus Francis Ngannou.
Really? That's your dream fight? Really?
Or that's a good fight. Out of right now, yes. But if you're talking about all time, wow. There were 2 different weight divisions.
I know one.
You want to go first?
GSP and Khabib. I want to see
that. I've seen
GSP
stuff.
and Khabib.
They told
Two-
each other they'd never face each other.
Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
But it'd be cool to see.
Maybe,
Or Tony Ferguson and Khabib. I would have always loved to see that. I would say it.
I would have GSP and Anderson Silva.
Ooh. Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder who would have won that fight, honestly.
Me too. Too bad Anderson Silva isn't fighting GSP.
Yeah,
Fighting Jake Paul. Oh my gosh.
Another interesting one would be you'd probably like this matchup. Adesanya versus Jones.
Versus John Jones?
Yeah.
But Adesanya has to stay at his walkway. I don't
yeah.
think Izzy makes it out alive.
I was also
get mauled.
thinking Pereira versus Costa. That'll probably happen one day.
Maybe eventually.
Um,
But I think, what do you think happens? Actually, we haven't really talked about this. If Pereira beats Izzy, he becomes a champ. What do you think happens? Does he get a rematch?
either Izzy gets a rematch, or Izzy's out of it for a while, and you got Pereira just lining guys up to defend his title. Yeah,
you might do Kamza.
That would actually be a good
We talked
fight.
about it in the first podcast, Kamza and
Pereira. Yeah. There's just a lot of guys. You know, you got Paulo Costa in there. What was that, 185? What was that, 185?
185?
185.
I don't know, you tell me, my boy.
185.
But yeah, I definitely think that if Pereira wins, there's a lot to talk about. I think obviously you give Izzy the rematch, and he loses. You know what it is?
Yeah, Robert Whittaker.
Oh, Robbie Witt.
Ooh. I'd take Robbie Witt over Pereira.
I think if Izzy wins again, right? Say Izzy wins again, either Kamza gets that, right? Or you give Robert Whittaker.
Kamza's going to need one more fight.
And it'd be Whittaker. I think Whittaker versus Kamza.
Oh my God.
Why are we not? And they said that they wouldn't fight each other, which bothers me. But if you want to get to Izzy, you got to get to Whittaker.
Chimaev wanted to train with Whittaker.
Mm-hmm. But no, why would you do that? Go fight. Go scrap.
I mean, there have been countless times where friends have had to scrap.
Exactly. I still want to see Usman and Izzy.
Usman and Izzy?
Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad matchup.
It's got to happen eventually.
Cannonier.
Whoa, they dropped Jared Cannonier a lot for his loss.
Well, yeah. I mean, who's he facing next? He's facing someone.
Sean Strickland.
No, he already did.
No, next fight, Sean Strickland.
He already faced Strickland.
No, he didn't.
Wait, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he
There's the
didn't.
next fight.
I'm excited for that one.
Who you got?
I got Strickland.
Really?
Just outstrike him.
I think
Strickland's got immense pressure.
Yeah.
Johnny's trained with Strickland before.
Really?
Yep.
And I'll take Cannonier just for the sake of going against each other. Yeah. Why not? But ready to switch sports? Ready? We're gonna go box now. We're gonna go boxing.
Let's go to boxing. Let's box.
All right.
Let's box.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking box.
All right. So let's talk about obviously the war of words continues. Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis.
Dude,
I am getting sick of it.
Just do it. Just
I am
fight
getting
already.
sick of it.
Like, there's no point. Just fight, man.
Obviously, the whole thing came out that Tank Davis's trials in December, which is when the fight was looking to happen.
That's kind of holding him back, yeah.
That is holding them back a lot.
That was for the
But
hit
at the
and
same
run?
time, yeah, for the hit and run in 2020. But obviously, Ryan Garcia has told Tank on numerous tweets to sign the contract. So eventually, you have to look at it. Is Tank really avoiding this? I didn't think Tank would ever. I thought Ryan Garcia would be the one avoiding it. But I just think sign the contract already, bro. If you're really about the boxing life, it's not always about the money. Obviously, this is a fight that the people want to see. It'll sell a lot.
This would literally be a money fight, too.
Mm-hmm. And the winner of this gets a shot with can get a shot with Devin Haney, Lomachenko, all these people. It's time for the division it's time for the 135 division to start fighting each other. Yeah. None of the top dogs have gone at it.
I think the 135 division is the most interesting division.
It is, and they never fight each other. That's why it's not that interesting, because as good as the fighters are on the pound for pound list, there has to be a bunch of them on there. Yeah. They just never fight, and it's honestly getting you get annoyed. Because recently we haven't seen a lot of boxing fights that are huge. Like Triple G and Canelo was the third one, was supposed to be this huge fight, and then we saw a ghost of Triple G. So it's been a very long time since we saw a boxing fight that was like.
Wait, did you just say ghost of Triple G?
Yeah, we saw a ghost of what Triple G was.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said ghost.
No, no. But it's been a while since we saw a fight that was like fireworks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That we saw in boxing at least.
You got a lot of interesting matchups in there.
Yeah, we do.
You got Haney versus Garcia.
Imagine we have all these fights, and the one we're getting is Mayweather versus Deji.
That was a good transition.
That was a great transition.
That was great.
Clap it up on that.
That was good. That was good.
No, like, bro, Mayweather versus Deji is official.
That's also like a weight problem too. You got one guy making 130.
It doesn't
that
matter.
used to make 135,
Deji-
and one guy
Deji-
making
Deji could
170.
Deji could be 300 pounds of pure muscle, and he's getting his ass handed to him by Mayweather. He's not touching.
Dude, Mayweather.
Dude.
He's good.
If Deji even knocks that, imagine he becomes the first person to knock down Floyd Mayweather. Deji, Comedy Shorts gamer.
I would
Knocks
be
down
so
the-
happy.
I think I would have to like cry a little bit.
Yeah.
I've always
I'd
wanted
be
to see it.
happy because like I'm not the biggest Mayweather fan.
Me neither,
I
yeah.
I do think he's an amazing boxer. I'm
He
not
is
gonna take that away.
one of the
from him.
greatest ever.
But if Deji pulls it off,
But he's
somehow-
not.
But
You know,
wait,
I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
You want to know what? Well, I'm gonna curse. Bullshit always happens
What?
with these fights. I think it even happened with the. I think it did happen with the Paul fight. They came out with conditions that they can't knock each other out.
Hey,
I saw
really?
that. Yeah, I saw.
I don't think that was real. That's not like
Either
a
it
thing.
wasn't real or
No, there's definitely not even legal because like bets, when you put a bet down and you say, oh, this person KOs in like round 8, whatever.
yeah, that affects.
It'd be
bets.
illegal because then that would never like happen, obviously, and people are losing money. So you can't do that. But I don't think that really happened. But Mayweather versus Deji, oh my goodness, I thought that was a joke. We talked about it, how it wasn't gonna happen. We didn't
Yeah.
think it was gonna happen. But
It's happening.
it's very much happening. It's very
How does
real.
that even happen, dude?
You're telling me that this dude saw Deji beat up Fuzi Tube and was like, yeah, that's the next one right there. But
Yeah, who knows? If Fuzi would have won that fight, he'd be facing Floyd Mayweather.
maybe Fuzi would be facing Floyd Mayweather. But I'll tell you this.
Oh wait, I'm just gonna make it. I'm going off topic for a second.
It's fine.
You know who? Did you see the news about Uriah Hall versus Le'Veon Bell?
Yes. Yes,
What
I
the
did.
fuck?
Yo, but did you see Le'Veon Bell boxing?
No.
Yo, boy.
Well, I've
good.
seen him fight once, right? He's had one fight.
Yeah, he went against Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, that was it.
But yeah, he looked pretty good.
Uriah Hall just
That Jake
so much
Paul
better
card,
than
that Silva Paul card is looking good. It has
Who's
Dr.
on that
Mike.
card?
It's a
Oh,
pretty good
I
card. A lot of
saw it, yeah.
undefeated boxers. It's a very interesting card, and obviously Paul versus Silva, which my dad says that it's going to be Jake Paul's reality check of whether or not he wants to keep boxing. He doesn't think it's going to be like obviously like Anderson Silva's going to win by a lot, but he says that he's going to get hit harder than Woodley hit him,
Yeah.
and he's going to figure out whether or not he wants to keep fighting for real. But I think Jake Paul's got it.
I think he'll keep fighting, and then he'll end up. As much as I don't want to say,
And
it,
I
end
think
up
I say
fighting
Jake Paul has a future in boxing. He really does.
Mhm.
I don't want to see him fight Mayweather, to be honest. Mayweather fights have lost interest, and obviously if it's not a pro fight, I don't see it. Like I don't see Jake Paul wanting it. But I'll tell you the fight that I want to see: Paul versus Fury, reportedly or apparently in February.
Yeah, apparently he's got a
Third
lot
time's a charm, maybe.
He's got a lot of things going on.
Yeah, Fury obviously just announced that. Tommy Fury announced that his girlfriend is pregnant, Molly, that's her name. And Jake Paul had a very funny tweet to say about it.
Yo, oh no, that was hilarious.
I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it here for the people to see.
Do you want to restate that tweet right now?
All right. So basically, what happens was they posted the pregnancy pictures, and Jake Paul then said in a tweet, he basically said, "That's weird. Tommy Fury usually pulls out," which had to be the funniest tweet I've ever seen. But to be honest, Tommy Fury and Jake Paul need to fight. I think it's a very even fight. I think it's a very good fight, and they both make a lot of money off of it.
That was so funny.
It was very funny. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it
Molly
up
May
for
and
people to
Tommy
see.
Fury are expecting their first child. Shocking. Tommy usually pulls down.
That was very funny.
I
was
remember
close,
I
that was
first
close.
saw that, and my brother said, it was on my brother's story, and I started dying. That was so funny. That was perfectly timed.
Yeah, that was really the most.
If anyone's gonna find this offensive, it's not actually what it looks like. It's not like.
I'll tell you this.
Shut up.
Did you see the call between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury?
The call?
Yeah, they had a FaceTime call.
They did.
So basically, after Amanda Serrano won her fight, it was obviously in the UK, so Tommy Fury was there.
Mm-hmm.
And he went into her locker room, and Amanda Serrano called Jake Paul on FaceTime, and Tommy Fury was there. And Jake Paul told him, let's make this fight happen already. But honestly, they said it on BS with Jake Paul. Hey, Jake Paul, get us on BS. We want to be on it.
Yeah, please.
Get us on
please.
BS.
Look, Jake Paul, if you see this, we know what we're talking about.
We do.
We know how to have fun.
We do.
we could be great guests.
We really could.
And, you know, we could help you. Whatever you need, we got you. Just please.
You're begging?
I'm
Bet on
begging.
your
That would,
knees,
you know how cool that would be?
It would be amazing, to be honest. Jake Paul, come on, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
He's literally made a whole presentation on you.
I have. I sent it to you. You didn't see it, bro.
You didn't see it? You didn't even open
Didn't
it?
see it. Dude, he has 30-something million followers. I wasn't expecting him to see it.
Yeah.
But
That's like my little hope that they just see it. And just,
yeah, maybe.
If they don't
Maybe,
respond,
maybe
well,
they
at
see
least
this.
they saw
Who
it.
knows? Maybe we'll blow up, become famous one day.
This video.
We can get away from my living room and kitchen, and we can do bigger and better
Hey,
things.
rumor has it. Do I spoil a little early, or it's only just a rumor? Figuring it out right now, but
Oh yeah, it's a little rumor. We're not talking about it yet.
we're not talking about it right now.
No, we'll post it
Alright,
later. When it's
alright.
official, we'll let you guys know.
Alright.
Building suspense.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. That's a great fight. But I want to see Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. I need to see that fight.
There's a lot of shit talking going around.
Yeah, and it's been a
It
year.
needs-
Of
yeah.
talking. This
It's
fight
not-
should have happened like almost a year ago.
It should have.
It's.
I think Jake Paul would have beat him too.
I think Jake Paul.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
honestly, people are talking like, we're talking about a Jake Paul that hasn't fought in a year. He has
He's
a
only
year's
been
like-
training. And how
Straight
he-
training.
Look
He
what
has to be
happened to
good.
Leon Edwards.
He
The
has to
reason
look
why I
good.
compare them to is because Leon Edwards, everyone kept pulling out. Jake Paul, everyone kept pulling out, and they were training for a year.
Yeah,
And a year gets you
far.
far.
So I think Jake Paul is going to come in different than what we've seen before. He's going to be a different fighter. Hopefully his defense got a little better because that's what he need to work on, his defense.
Yeah.
He's very, like, in fights, he gets very,
Stiff.
yeah, he looks like his sparring, he looks very loose, and in fights, he looks very stiff. And one thing I've noticed, that Jake Paul, when he's fighting, like, in the big stage, he's a very good fighter with his legs more open because he has more balance and he has better head movement. But when he's fighting on, like, the big stage, he tends to, like, close up a little bit more. And I think that's messing with him a little bit. I'm not a pro. I'm just saying that's my advice to you.
He's
Jake.
got the basics.
Yeah.
Even though he
Like,
does
open up your
box.
legs a little bit, get that balance going, and hopefully his defense got better because you can tell in the Woodley fight, whenever they throw a straight two, he would try to, like if you were, like, in a street fight, like, he was
Yeah.
just trying to block
You
it.
can't block
So-
every punch. Andrew Tate said it himself.
You got to slip it a little
You
bit.
can't block every punch. You're gonna start hitting, and then he's gonna hit one hard one. It's gonna go through.
Exactly. And then, speaking of
Andrew
Andrew
Tate,
Tate, wow, we're getting good at these transitions.
I know, right?
Speaking of Andrew
Ooh.
Tate, he initially had said on his thing that he would fight Logan Paul for free. And then they gave him an offer to fight Logan Paul, not for free.
But now he wants.
He wants two warm-up
Two
fights
warm-up
beforehand.
Who are you
Obviously-
gonna face? Who's your two warm-up fights?
I don't think there is warm-up fights from. I kind of Andrew Tate, and then also obviously Andrew Tate I think beats any other asses. Come on, bro. We're talking about a world champion kickboxer here.
Yeah, but keyword
But-
kickboxer. That's the thing.
Exactly. He doesn't have his
Kicking.
legs easier.
The
But,
boxing isn't the best. The kickboxing is.
Exactly. I think, and then you have KSI who was like, Andrew Tate, I want a piece of that. I'll
That's
put
not
that there.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden, oh, he's too heavy. I can't fight him. KSI, go fight Woodley, bro.
Yeah,
Fight at the realist. I've said it so many times. Go fight him. Go fight him. Go fight him. So yeah, I think it's time. Like I think Woodley and KSI go at it.
Mhm.
If Woodley wins, then KSI is knocked off the face of the earth. And then if KSI wins, we get that fight. KSI versus Paul, which is a great fight to watch.
Yeah.
I personally think it'd be a great thing. It'd be the biggest money fight.
Imagine Paul loses and then KSI loses. I think if both of them lose.
I think if Jake Paul loses to Anderson Silva, which is very realistic, it's a very tough fight. People are really underestimating who Anderson Silva is. But
What are the
if he
odds
loses,
right now?
I think he should fight Tommy Fury. Give him that opportunity again. Build
Yeah.
up the hype around you again. Or fight KSI. The KSI fight would always happen. And if Jake Paul loses, KSI is gonna go off and be like laugh on his YouTube channel and say a lot of things. But at the end of the day, KSI hasn't fought anybody as close to what Anderson Silva is. Anderson Silva would have taken on everybody on that Misfits card and beat him on the same night.
Jake Paul's the underdog.
Yeah, he
Anderson
is.
Silva's the favorite.
I don't-
Jake Paul's been the underdog every time.
No, he hasn't. He's only been. This is the first time he's the underdog in a fight.
Really?
Yep. So yeah, basically that's all I want to say. My dream YouTube matchups right now are like celebrity. I don't even call it YouTube to be honest. They're all pretty much pros now. I want to see Tommy versus Paul. I want to see Andrew Tate versus Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Fury versus Jake
It's a
Paul.
very expensive card.
Andrew Tate versus Logan Paul. and then KSI versus Woodley. I'm not saying they have to be on the same card. They obviously all have their own things.
That would be a great.
But it'd be a great series.
It
is a stacked card.
Everyone's too like, oh, I'm the main event. Oh, I'm the main event.
Exactly.
Like,
you could all
it's
just
like you could just
three-way co.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, from the way I see it, they have nothing to lose fighting these people. These are all people
They're fighters.
that are fighters. They can all fight. They can all scrap.
YouTubers versus fighters. Have a card like that. Boom.
Yeah.
There's your idea.
That's great, actually. Huh? YouTubers versus fighters. It'd be an amazing card to watch. But I think the main event in that situation would 100% be Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. Because obviously they have the biggest pull. Woodley versus KSI could be co-main. And then, like, Tate versus Logan Paul should be a different card. Like, their own main card.
You think?
Yeah, because Andrew Tate is right now the biggest thing in the world.
Right. Everyone would probably want to see him as the main event.
Exactly. We all want to see that happen. But Andrew Tate at the same time, I might really like that. I think he could beat a lot of these people.
Yeah, he could.
And Logan Paul, we also haven't seen him box in a very long time. So, and obviously he's in wrestling right now.
I wonder how much Andrew Tate weighs.
I don't know. Andrew Tate's heavy. Andrew Tate. I mean, KSI said he was too heavy to fight him. Weighs 200 pounds, bro. He can fight Jake very easily, but he's a lot of muscle. He definitely walks around bigger.
Yeah.
But definitely, we'll put a picture there. He's a big guy.
But
yeah, I think those are my dream YouTube cards. To be honest, I think that's what should happen.
You were mentioning Logan Paul wrestling. He's in WWE facing Roman Reigns. Should we make a bet on that?
Oh, we want to
Should
do
we
WWE?
so we switch to a little with WWE right now?
All right, Roman Reigns, Logan Paul. Who you got?
Well,
I mean, it's all planned. So
yeah, but like
they know, we
fuck
don't.
it.
I think they give it to Logan Paul just to bring money to the WWE.
I'll take Roman Reigns.
All right, got it. You got that going.
So you heard it here first.
Really, Roman Reigns.
They're doing it in Saudi Arabia.
I think they just might have Logan Paul win just for like money purposes.
But then if that happens, then Logan Paul can't box.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that might be true. So Roman Reigns might have to win.
I wouldn't.
No, I think he can still box.
If anything, if Logan Paul loses, he'll go down almost beating Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it'll be like John Cena and The Rock.
Yeah.
But I see this happening. I don't know if you saw, but Bad Bunny and Logan Paul have beef now.
What? How does that
because
happen?
basically Bad Bunny, my favorite artist, hey Benito, what's going on?
Have you ever met him?
No, bro, I wish. Come on, bro. If I would have met him, bro, I might die. So Bad Bunny made a video, El Apagón, where basically it was a huge call out to a lot of people that are rich. A lot of rich people have moved to Puerto Rico to take advantage of the taxes that are over there, and they have bought like apartments and houses, right? And forced people, evicted them out of their own homes. Because they're rich and they have the money to buy that land. So they evict people that have lived there for years. Like, imagine people telling, like, your family, like, oh, this house where you've built memories and a bunch of things. Like, oh, you have to move out in a month. And Logan Paul, obviously, he didn't push anyone out of his home, but he is one of those celebrities that came to Puerto Rico to take advantage of the taxes, even though they train over there. So I guess they're a little bit, a different case, because they train over there boxing. And Jake Paul, too. And he included him in the video for it, basically calling him out for doing that. And Logan Paul came and said that Bad Bunny takes advantage of the same taxes, which doesn't really make sense because Bad Bunny was born there.
Right.
So, like, he's not taking advantage, it's simply just his home. He's not one of those people that went there and took advantage. But I think it might just, imagine it's just like a big setup for the WWE.
Bad Bunny wasn't.
Yeah, it's just him and Logan. That'd be a cool fight. But that might mean that Roman Reigns wins, because then obviously they're not going to give Bad Bunny a championship fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously we'll have to talk about it.
WWE turns into that. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's a bad look.
I don't think it's a bad look. It's a cool look. I mean, because obviously now we have
We got two celebrities who like barely know how to wrestle. I mean, Logan Paul. I said low-key a better wrestler than a boxer.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't look good for WWE.
But Bad Bunny,
two celebrities going for the WWE
championship.
championship.
Yeah, exactly. So it would have to be more of like an undercard kind of situation.
Right.
So I think that's all. That's all we got to talk about today. So episode 3, Fight Talk Central. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow us.
Appreciate
TikTok,
it.
Instagram at Fight Talk Central.
Let's get them views and comments and likes up.
Yeah, we're trying to get up. We're trying to make a name for ourselves here in
Jake
the fight
Paul,
world.
Conor McGregor.
BS.
We're right here, man.
Yeah, BS, baby.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Adios.